got the best of both worlds. You got Jess and her issues, and Shane and his disorders.
Best of both worlds.
Mix it all together at soundcloud.com/Shane and Friends. Which, by the way, I need to change the, there's like a paragraph on our SoundCloud page about the show, and it still says like, Shane and Lauren talk about blah, blah. We need to change it.
Yes, we do.
What should our new paragraph say?
Probably something along like, oh my God, Shane Dawson found the most coolest fucking dopest chick in the world, and everybody, the universe is so thankful to have Jessie a part of this show.
I love it.
Just, throwing it
Just
out there.
something
Just off
like
the top
that.
of my head.
Just like off the top. Yes, guys, we're back. I love doing this podcast. This is going to be a fun one today because number one, we have Mitchel Musso on the show. Musso, which is one of my teen idols. I wanted to be him. I wanted to meet him for so long. I'm scared to meet him. I feel like, what if he doesn't like me? What if we don't become friends? But then I'm scared, like, what if we do become friends and we start hanging out and now I'm hanging out with him? Do I pretend like I don't know he's Mitchel Musso when we're hanging out? Or do I ask him questions like, you fuck that pussy? You fuck that Miley pussy? Like, how does it go?
God, I just don't. I think you just kind of have to trust yourself and wing it here.
Oh, you fuck that Jason Earls pussy, though?
What? You think?
I want to know everything.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, let's talk about Valentine's Day. What'd you do?
Girl, I was sick. I've been battling a cold for the last 2 weeks, and it just hit me on Saturday. Like, chicken soup, did not leave my house for more than 20 minutes to go get that chicken soup. Couch the whole time, sweatpants, shameless marathon, and a couple Law & Order episodes.
That sounds pretty good,
It was actually fucking great.
Yeah.
Like, it was awesome. I got to just stay home, chill. Like, I felt bad because all my friends were kind of out, and I live in a very social complex, and they were all partying, and I can hear them, and I was like, meh. But it was all right. I didn't sound like I had any plans anyway.
Yeah, I had a 600-pound life marathon because the new season's back. Have you ever seen that show?
No.
Do you like shows about fat people?
I mean, I'm like, oh my God, I love shows about fat
Well,
people.
I love shows that make me feel better. So, like, I think I'm fat all the time. So when I watch a show, like, called My 7,000-Pound Life, I'm like, I feel good today. At least I'm not 7,000 pounds.
Yep.
Even though I eat just like them sometimes. Like, when she's going through her day, she's like, and then I woke up and I had this, and I had this, and I had a Slurpee. I'm like, bitch, that's a Tuesday.
Right?
I do that, too.
I feel the same way about intervention.
Yeah.
For me,
Oh,
personally.
okay.
So, yeah.
So that's your thing.
Yeah.
So I had
How was your Valentine's
Well,
Day?
we went out of town. We went to this like little hotel where, here's the thing. When Lisa brings up an idea, she's like, it's this cute, quaint town and there's nothing to do there. And I'm like, this sounds like hell to me. Like, why would you, now all we have to do is talk to each other and then you're going to fall asleep at 8 p.m. and now I'm going to have to like fill my time until 3 a.m. when I fall asleep.
Yep.
But it actually was fun. We went somewhere. There was a lot of weirdos there. I worked out a lot. I watched a lot of Fat People Big World or whatever the show's called. It's like about life. Took a lot of showers. I never really showers. It was nice to just like take showers.
Okay.
It was nice.
Was it romantic?
Yeah, I think it was.
Did you get Lisa anything for Valentine's Day?
Oh, yeah, of course I
What'd you
did.
get?
I mean,
Break it down.
wait,
I
what
live
did I
vicariously through you guys.
Okay.
Tell me.
Okay, what did I get? Oh, it was actually a good year for gifts. I got her. I don't remember. Oh, yeah. Okay. Tell me if I did good. So about 2 months ago, we were walking through Macy's, and Lisa saw a bottle of perfume, and she was like, by the way, that's my favorite perfume ever, in case you ever need to know. And in my head, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Then,
Okay.
kidding. In my head, I'm like, okay, I need to know that. So I tried to memorize it. I was going to take a picture, but then I didn't. I was going to sneakily write it down, but I didn't. I'm like, I'm going to memorize it. So then, the day before Valentine's Day, I'm like, I'm going to go get that perfume and surprise her. So I go to Macy's. It was a Macy's that was an hour away from my house because we were just somewhere. And I was like, fuck. I feel like I'll only remember if I walk past that same section. So I took an Uber an hour away to go to this fucking mall. I get into the mall, and guess what? Motherfuckers rearranged, bitch.
Oh, no.
Everything was gone. And I was like, fuck. And I went to the lady. I'm like, I need to find this. It used to be right here. And she was like, I don't speak English. I'm like, oh, my God. It was horrible. It was so crowded. So then after 30 minutes of looking around, I just called Lisa and I said, okay, here's the thing. I took an hour to get here. I thought I memorized it. I didn't know. I wanted to surprise you, whatever. And she was like, that's the sweetest thing ever. That was more sweet than you surprising me with it, like knowing that you did all that hard work. To try to find it.
That is.
Yeah, so I got her that. But then I also paid for the trip, so that was a thing. And I got her some flowers. She got me a gift certificate to go to a baking class because I know that sounds super gay, but I've always wanted to learn how to make cakes and fucking cookies and watch other people eat it and live through them.
You got to roll out the fondants.
Roll out that fondant.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
And then she got me a class to learn how to make like cocktails, like mixing drinks and stuff. I thought that would
How
be fun.
cool.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Good gifts for both you guys.
So she nailed it. And,
Oh,
she
love.
put her finger in my butt and I slapped her in the head and we had a Kidding.
All right.
Had a
Took
fun
a
night.
shower.
Took a shower, watched some fat people.
Wrap it up, Valentine's Day.
You know what we did, though, that was horrible?
Uh-oh.
I had my first massage.
We were talking about this when I saw you on Sunday.
This
and that you
was
hadn't gone yet.
problematic.
Oh, my God. How'd that go?
First of all,
Because you were afraid of getting boners, right, or something?
that was a fear. Not because I get excited, but because I just get them a lot if anybody touches me. So I would, even if it was a guy, I'd get one. Like, just being touched anywhere. Like,
Can I touch you right now? You think you'll get one?
Uh-huh. I'm wearing gym
Oh, girl, you better watch. You almost hit me with that.
and I'm wearing gym shorts. It's bad. No, so first of all, nobody told me this. Number one, you walk into a room and they say, okay, women this way, men this way. I'm like, what? And she goes, you're going to go in that room, take off your clothes in front of all these other guys, put on a robe, and then go to your massage. Lisa will meet you there. And I'm like, what? So then I walk into this gay wonderland where it's just all these dudes naked, standing around, staring at each other's dicks. Because, you know, all their wives are gone, so they're like, fuck it. And I walk in, and they look at me like prime motherfucking meat. Because, listen, in clothes, I look like I have a good body. Out of clothes, meh. So I walk in, and they're all like, what's it going to look like? What's it going to look like? So then I start to slowly take off my clothes, and I'm feeling like a rape victim, just battered and scared. Yeah. I'm, like, taking it off. I, like, quickly get on the robe. 2 guys are hitting on me. I'm like, oh, my girlfriend's up there. And they're like, ours is, too. And this is the whole thing. Get into the massage area. Take off your robe. Okay, me and Lisa lay down. The woman tucks the blanket or whatever it is into my underwear.
Uh-huh.
Her fingers go into my sweaty butt crack.
Yep.
And I'm like, this isn't right. No, I said no. Like, it was this weird molestation situation. And then she was touching me with grease all over. She was just kind of like slapping my back with her greasy hands. By the way, beforehand, I had Lisa shave my back because I'm like, I don't want them to see back hair. So Lisa's shaving my back in the shower and I'm crying. It was the worst experience of my life. Afterward, Lisa's like, how'd you like it? I said, I want to fucking kill myself. Let's get the fuck out of here. So it didn't go well.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Do you like massages?
I don't like massages. I only recently started getting, I guess you could say, massages. And by recently getting, I've had 3, I think, my entire life. And I just, like you, I don't like to be touched. I'm not one that gets touched often. And I'm just not, that's not me. I'm not into it. And I do, though, I'm not like, feel weird if they do touch me. That's what their job. That's what they're trained to do. They see this all day. They've definitely seen worse titties than mine and worse like exposed bush than mine. Yeah. You know, it's not that big of a deal, but it's just the factor like he'll be working on my shoulders and I'll be like, I'll kick out my leg because he like just hit something that, you know, twinged and connected and this, that, the other. But I make them go hard.
Yeah.
About it. Yeah. Like I need your elbow and I need you standing on my back, like getting in there. But I don't do the full body. Don't touch my head. Don't give me that scalp. Don't put your greasy hands in my hair.
Fucked up my hair.
Yep. I don't want ass. Don't touch my ass.
Don't touch it.
I'm not even flipping over. I'm staying on my stomach the whole time. You can do my arms, you can do my shoulders, and you can do my back.
Yeah,
but
I should have said that.
I don't need the thighs. I don't need the legs. I don't need the feet, girl. I don't need the feet.
I told her when she got on that foot, I said, bitch, you better step off,
you better watch out.
Better watch out,
girl.
bitch.
Yeah.
No, it was bad.
But if you're in, that's how I feel like I'm in control when I tell them that. Or I usually just go because it's like something's hurting. And so I just like focus on that for half an hour. I don't need the bells and whistles. I don't need your mint cucumber mask. I don't need your rose water piping in. You know, I don't need that shit.
And then she goes, oh, by the way, what aroma do you want? I'm like, bitch, a cheeseburger. I don't know. What the fuck are you talking about? She sprays all this shit around my head. And now I'm getting a headache from those terrible smells. It smells like there's 25 Glade candles plugged in.
Right.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Not okay with that.
Okay. Anyways, so you don't like to be touched?
No.
I don't either. And this is, you know what the worst time to be touched is? Right after I eat and I'm feeling fat, because every time I eat, I feel fat. When Lisa touches like my back or like there's a roll of back fat, I literally want to club her in the head. I mean, don't fucking touch me right now. I'm fat. I hate when people touch my fat roll. And she's like, you're not fat. And but then she like grabs it.
But I like, it's cute.
No,
I like
it's not.
it. You're like, it's not fucking cute.
No.
It's actually a huge vice, and I've had eating disorders because of it. So don't touch my fucking rolls. Or like, it's the worst if you're like in a group picture and you're standing next to them and they put their hand around you and it's like right where the jean line meets the muffin top. And that's all you can think about. You're not taking a good picture. No. You're not smiling because you're like, get the fuck off my fat roll.
Get the fuck off my fat roll. Touch my, literally just my shoulder. That's it.
Just don't touch me.
Maybe.
Tops.
Maybe
a high five.
Maybe a high
Maybe
five.
a Howie Mandel fist bump.
Don't even go in for that high five hug.
No.
That like, and then the side hug.
Nope.
Fuck you with your side hug.
Nope. Not today. Not without my Spanx on.
All right, let's get to. Actually, no. Before we go to Fair Abraham time,
We should do a live podcast from a massage parlor.
Oh, fuck. We do need to do a live
Or
podcast.
just let's bring some masseuses in here. Can you guys get that next time?
Yeah, let's get some
Yeah.
masseuses. Let's fucking punch him in the head. Guys, I'm going on a book tour. I'm excited.
Oh, where
Yes,
are you going?
I just got the dates and the places. So I'm going to break
I
it
hate
down.
my selfie.
I hate my selfie tour. So everybody, please come. I'm scared nobody's going to show up. I'm really, really scared. You don't have to. You just have to buy the book. I think it's like $9. That's it. You guys
I
have
still gotta
fucking
buy
$9.
that. I still gotta buy that.
Still gonna get that book. Okay, ready, guys? So March 10th in Los Angeles at the Grove at 6 p.m. The Barnes & Noble there. Please come.
I'll be there.
You'll be there?
Yeah, it's around the
I'll be
corner.
there. Okay, March 13th at the Barnes & Nobles in New York City, Union Square at 5 p.m. If you live in New York or close to New York, please come. The next day, March 14th at the Barnes & Nobles in Paramus, New Jersey, 2 p.m. Please. March 16th, there's only a couple more. March 16th, Barnes & Nobles in Chicago at the Orchard Center at 5 p.m. March 17th at Books A Million in Houston, Texas at 7 p.m. And then March 21st at Romans, Los Angeles at 12 p.m. I don't know what that means. I've never heard of it before. Please come.
That's amazing. What an adventure you're going to be on.
I'm scared.
That is scary, yeah.
I'm scared because, number one, I'm scared nobody's going to come.
Yep.
Number
My mom went through that with her
Really?
book, yeah.
How did it go?
People showed up.
Really?
Yeah. And if people showed up to her ass, people are going to show up to yours.
Okay. How did they promote it?
Well, I don't know. Her publishers kind of took care
Okay.
of that and whatnot. And,
Okay.
but she did actually. I lie to you. You need to get on like The View and every news station around.
Yeah.
That's what she did. Her
Fuck.
her people got her on all those shows. Howard
Okay.
Stern.
Yeah.
You know, all that shit.
Okay. Well, guys, please show up. I'm really, really fucking scared. This book publishing company is putting like a lot. They really want the book to do well. There's so much Listen, I know I've talked about the book way too much on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and my YouTube. The reason I'm doing that is because the amount of pressure put on me right now is fucking insane. More than the movie, more than anything, to sell this book. Because if this book does not sell, it's going to be so horrible, so embarrassing. Zoella sold like 80,000 copies of her book the first week. I know that's unrealistic. That's not going to happen for me. I'm not Zoella. But guys, I'm so proud of it. I wrote the book myself. You're going to fucking love it. Please buy it. It's $9 fucking. It's nothing, bitch. It's 2 tacos, bitch.
And all you students out there need a summer reading book.
You need a summer read. So please get the fucking book. It's IHateMySelfieBook.com. You can get the book there, $9. And this is probably too late because I don't know when this podcast is going up. But if it's not, you enter your information and you could win a trip to LA to make a video with me. Yeah.
Can I enter?
Pretty cool. You can enter.
Okay.
You could also win.
I better win.
5 people are going to win 10-minute Skype conversations with me, one-on-one.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and then 10 people are going to win personalized videos. You can send me whatever you want me to say, and I'll make a video and send it to you. So please
Whatever.
go.
we want you to
Whatever.
say?
Even incriminating. Legally, I could do whatever.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, so IHateMySelfieBook.com.
Go
Please,
and
guys.
support Shane, guys. He's such a good guy. He really
Aw,
is.
Thank you. You know who's not a
You
good guy?
deserve it. Who?
Farrah Abraham.
No, she is not a good guy.
Do-do-do-do. Farrah Abraham time. Do-do-do. God made a mistake.
Oops, girl.
I love that run.
Mm.
This is a quote. There wasn't much news for Farrah this week,
Thank God.
but I did get a pretty great quote. I would just waste hours and hours in front of the mirror, and it's to a point where I would waste my whole day and get exaggerated with how I look. I agree with that.
Get exaggerated with how you look?
Yeah, I don't
What
really
does that
know
even
what that means.
mean?
So I wanted to get surgery, and I think there's nothing wrong with that because I didn't mess up my features, and I didn't mess up my ethnicity.
What?
I am
What?
who I am. Wait, what?
What?
Is she talking about blackface?
Girl.
She's like, I didn't blackface.
What ethnicity?
What does that mean?
That's impossible to do.
I don't know what that
sweetheart.
means,
Yeah, what
Farrah.
does that mean?
But I kind of know what she means. No, I don't know what that means. So,
I didn't mess up my face. Girl, you looked like Donald Duck about 3 weeks ago, you cunt. What do you mean you didn't mess up your face?
Yeah, I don't really know what she's talking about. I mean,
Girl.
she completely changed. She didn't just change her ethnicity. She changed her, like, human. She's like an alien now.
She's an alien.
She's
A
different-
sex toy slinging
species.
alien.
Yeah,
I think
so-
she has a new product coming up or out
no,
or something
really?
involved. I feel like she's like trying to dominate the sex toy market.
I did almost do it last night. I didn't, but I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to order her sex toys, and we're going to test them out on the show.
I'm going to be so uncomfortable.
We're going to get her blow-up doll. We're going to get her pussy, her butt. We're going to get all of it.
Oh, Lord.
We can just shove like, I don't know, water bottles in it. We don't have to, put our stuff in it.
No, let's get creative. I'm gonna bring like Slim Jims and pixie
Ooh.
sticks. I'm gonna bring a curling iron. I'm gonna bring a hot dog,
Ooh.
anything shaped like that. A lacrosse stick,
Okay.
baseball bat. Let's
All
get
right.
all shapes and sizes.
We'll put the microphone in it. You guys will be in it.
Really put it in the ringer.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, guys, we're going to take a short little break. When we come back, we're going to have Mitchel Musso, and we're going to put all those things in him too.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to love it. See you guys soon. And we're back, and we're here with Mitchel Musso.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Okay, first of all, let me just say, I feel like I've said this a lot lately. Like, I never get excited about guests, which is, I do get excited.
Every time you say
But I literally texted 5 people. I tweeted about it like nonstop. I'm so excited that you're here.
Me too.
This is nuts.
Yeah.
Like, okay, long story short, when I was 18, which was so long ago, I wanted to be you. I literally I was like, I want to be Mitchel. So I like got the haircut. I was wearing bright clothes. I was like, I want to be a Disney person. I came up with a catchphrase. It was, that's yo mama. I don't know what it means, but it was a thing. That was literally my goal. Didn't work.
That.
I didn't do it. Nobody wanted me. Disney was like, you look too emo and sad and suicidal. So next.
Oh.
I don't know about emo and sad. Suicidal maybe, but like
little
emo,
bit.
you're a pretty happy guy.
Inner demons.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, it took a
Shit,
lot.
you don't think those Disney kids all have inner demons?
Oh my God. Well, what is, okay. I don't even know where to
Oh, yes,
start.
they do.
I don't even know where to start. Okay, where do we
I
start?
got a whole list for y'all if you want to get started.
I
Oh
mean,
my-
for real.
Okay, where do we start? So, first of all,
Who are you and what do you do?
yeah, tell us about your life. Tell us about you. Tell us about your hat.
My hat's
Gone fishing.
my hat's yeah. I'm just going fishing. I'm studying for a role where I go into the wilderness and I live on a bus and I eat these berries and I die and my name's Emil Hirsch
Oh.
mhm. and it's gonna be called Into the Wild.
Oh, I've never seen that before.
What kind of bus?
It's an old beaten down bus and I got this book and I'm looking through the book when I eat these berries to find out if they're gonna kill me or not.
Mm. Okay, interesting.
You didn't get to the end of the book, obviously.
No, obviously not. Obviously
okay.
not.
How does it end?
Yeah, does anybody find you in the bus?
I die.
Oh.
He's back now, though. It's like, Jesus, you've been resurrected.
Well, I don't know. I'm studying for. I haven't shot it yet.
Mm.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, I usually write down stuff, but I didn't need to because I know everything about your life. So where should I
Alright,
start?
little creepy.
Okay, let's start with, you know what? It's too obvious to start with Disney Channel, so let's start with the music. I need to divulge into this because every time I have I had Jeanette McCurdy on and she was like, what's your biggest mistake? And she's like, my country album.
She did a country album
She did a country album.
after her nudes.
Before the nudes.
That was the mistake.
Which, by the way, can we
I
talk
like
about-
those nudes.
But yeah, they weren't even nudes though.
She's
They
a
were
pretty
just
girl.
the bra.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Jeanette McCurdy? Same
Hi,
account?
Carly.
Hi, Carly?
Oh, is that her name?
Yeah.
I just thought it was Carly.
No, that's Miranda Crossgrove.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, I'll figure that out.
Okay,
Sorry.
so the music. So you've put out a lot of albums, but they're always
2.
different types of music, right?
And singles. I
Are you a rapper too?
Hell yeah.
Didn't you
Ooh!
start as a rapper?
Fucking gangster.
Yeah, didn't you? I feel like your first song was like a Disney movie, but then it was you and you were rapping, and it was like, yo, something Disney, right? No,
Something like that.
it was like you and Raven Simone and Corey in the House.
That was Life is Rough. That was a movie. You know what? I did that. Shoot, what was that song for? Was it Snow Buddies? Where I was rapping on it?
with the puppies.
Do you remember your rap?
Something like that.
If
No,
I
I
give you
don't
a beat,
remember
Can you
it.
give us some
I don't
sick
remember
raps
the
right
rap.
now?
Yo, there's so many dogs. Life is rough. Like that.
Something like that.
Something like
Okay.
that.
Are you like a freestyler, or are you more of like I write the lyrics down?
I like to write lyrics.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I'll freestyle when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
And I'm amazing.
8 Mile
Really?
realness.
Incredible. Because I just don't think about it, you know? But like when I'm thinking about it
Oh.
too much. Either I
Yeah.
have to be super, super sober or super, super fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's like one or the other.
Yo, can we get some shots in here?
For real, I'll start spitting up a storm.
Now, question. Okay, so your album. So the first song that I remember you from, I have it. I still have it on my phone. Sometimes it'll come across when I'm on shuffle, and then I'll be like, oh, and then I keep it on the whole song because it's kind of catchy.
On repeat.
That
Which
song,
one?
I love to sing along. Hey,
I'm screaming at you.
Hey,
Don't care enough to.
It's a good song to sing along to if you can't sing, because it's like you just scream hey, and it's like it's not that hard to scream hey. I'm not that good at it.
You
but I
just
still
did
sing
great.
along.
Whatever
Right?
that was lovely.
Thank
That
you.
was it.
So tell me about this. So who made you want to be a pop singer? Did you want to do that?
I did.
Okay.
I wanted to do it.
So what was the thing? Was like we're gonna turn you into what? How does that work?
It wasn't like that. It was like, I'm an actor at heart. That's like my life. That's my career. That's my job. That's what I do. But singing was like such an ultimate hobby. And I was on such a cool platform to do it, where I would go to shows and like they'd book me shows. And I had no idea what the fuck was going on. You know, I wasn't just a musician. I just did this overnight. Just happened to become this musician. Disney was like, we'll sign you to the label. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, I'm young. I should definitely be on the Disney label. I'm with Disney. I work for Disney.
Yeah.
And I go to these concerts, and there's 20,000 kids with my face on their T-shirts screaming and stuff, and they like don't know half of my music. It's just kind of because of where I'm from and what I've been doing, and they keep tabs on it. And they want to see you in person, and it was such a surreal feeling being a musician, like being on that stage, that I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
I was like, what can I do to be an artist and just quit this acting shit?
Yeah.
Because that would be awesome. It didn't really work necessarily because I'm not putting out music right now because I'm so focused on acting, where I came from, and my chops and what I do. But if I had a choice, I'd be a freaking musician.
Yeah.
I'd be on that stage every day.
But what was okay? This is a serious question. Not really that serious, but I'm so fascinated by how old were you when Hannah Montana all that really blew up? How old were you?
We started when I was 13.
Oh shit.
Probably 15.
That's
when I was
fucking-
16, and I got like a really cool Mercedes, and it was just decked out.
Ooh.
I mean, 16.
How long before you
in
totaled
a
that?
CLS with this, right? I've totaled many cars before, but not a Mercedes. I got this matte white with these big 22 black Mercedes rims, $14,000 muffler kit in the back, and a 215s in the trunk, and it was just boom when I started the car. And I kid you not, that was when I was like, all right, I'm Mitchel Musso, and I would walk around and everybody, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But the first time I was recognized was after Life is Rough. I was in the In-N-Out in Valencia, and I was pissing, and this kid goes, are you Mitchel Moose-Nut? I was like, Mitchel Musso. And he's like, oh my God. He's like, oh, dude, I love Life is Rough. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, thanks, man.
Wait, was Life is Rough before
Hannah, it was.
It was?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
My first time being recognized was in the bathroom too, but I was pooping, and I think I told the story before, and then I heard Shane next to me in the stall. I'm like, what? And then I heard the sound of a camera phone, like, bloop. And I'm like, oh my God. They're filming the sounds of my poop, which is when I kept holding it in.
Yeah, I would too.
That's so hot.
That's a pretty good first job, though.
Yeah.
Mine was selling lotion at the mall.
Is that right?
Yep, straight up. The worst mall in the valley, too. Be like, hey, would you like to sample this lotion?
Ooh.
15, yeah.
Oh,
Lasted
that's
2 days. I was like, I'm out.
It's horrible. Wait, so, okay, so you do Life is Rough. What was your first, like, acting job that was, like, television, movie, whatever? Your first, like, thing where you're like, oh, shit, I'm acting. This is big.
What was the first thing? Like, not commercial-wise. You mean, like, on a movie?
Yeah.
Monster House.
Monster House. That was an animated thing, right?
It was, but it wasn't. It was motion capture. We were in a 20 by 20 room with 200 motion sensor cameras, 200 reflectors on us, wetsuits and everything. This is Steven Spielberg. I'm like a baby starring in Steven Spielberg's movie
Holy
with
shit.
a list of incredible actors that I didn't really think of at the time. The coolest thing for me was me and Sam Lerner, who played Chowder in Monster House, went to go see Napoleon Dynamite before we're shooting, come to the set, guess who walks up?
John Heder?
Walks up. He's playing the pizza man.
Huh.
We screamed. That was the coolest thing in the world for us. We screamed. We jump on top of him. And he was like, oh my God, what the fuck have I got myself into? First day on set, John breaks his leg.
What?
Post-production, we have to change schedule, fit him in.
Because you jumped on him?
No, he was running. He was doing the scene, and he was, you know how he's just kind of wild and crazy sometimes. And he broke his leg on set.
Yikes.
Flat ground, running.
Wait, I'm
So
so
weird.
Ooh, he better drink some more milk.
Yeah,
Get
something
that
like
bone
that. He's
density
got
up there.
bones.
Osteoporosis is going to get you.
So did that. So what led to Hannah Montana? What was like, how did they find you? Did you have to go to like an audition with like a bunch of other kids with like
No.
Bieber hair?
No. Mitchell Musso hair. That was not beaver hair, by the way. That was my fucking haircut.
No,
Just so
you're
everybody
right.
knows.
You're
I'm
right.
not
Who
worried
had
about
it
it. The
first
kid's
between
It was
incredible.
more. It was
You.
more Zach and Cody hair.
Sure, they definitely had it too. They were rocking the long hair, and then everybody started doing it.
Mm.
Mine just went extra long. I just kept letting it grow and grow and grow.
You had that tail at the end. That was
That
what
little
I was
wisps.
trying to get.
my coif.
Yeah, mine could never do that.
Yeah, well,
I had I curled it
you
with a
did
curling
yours.
iron. once.
Yours is straight.
I had the straight thing, and then I would try to get the Musso flip. So I would like curl it with a curling iron, and my mom saw me, and I'm like, yeah, this is too much. This
Too
is
far.
much.
Yeah.
Too far.
No, it was Life is Rough. I did Life is Rough. I went to Fox because they hired me for a show called Stacked with Pamela Anderson.
Were you on that?
I did the pilot, and I went to go finish Life is Rough, and then they had to recast the dad for the pilot. And they're like, we got to shoot this again. And I was like, I'm shooting Life is Rough. Like, all right, we have to recast it.
Did you fuck Pamela Anderson?
God, I wish I saw her. I saw her tits though.
Wait,
But
how
she
old were you?
changes in front of everybody.
What?
Yeah, it's how she just doesn't really care. You know, that's just the kind of person that I don't know. Anyways,
That's also why she got that hepatitis.
She just
don't
don't
care.
care. Oh my god. Okay, wait. So you got Hannah Montana. Now, was that?
Was it truly the best of both worlds?
Of course.
Yeah.
Dope.
That show, by the way, Hannah Montana, Sweet Life, and That's So Raven, I still stick by that. I think those three shows are genuinely funny. All the other shit on Disney Channel sucks balls.
What the
those
hell
three
happened
shows are
to
funny.
Disney Channel? That it makes me so sad.
I don't know. I turned it on the other day, and there was a talking dog, and then I don't even know what the
Dog
fuck
with
it
a
was.
blog.
Like what? Dog with a blog?
Dogs
Dog
can't
with a
type.
blog. Dogs can't speak.
Also true.
It was so confused. And then there was another show. What was the other one that I stumbled across? And I was like, I can't even do this. Oh, fuck, I don't.
Shake it
remember.
up.
Oh, the two strippers.
But
Don't
the
get me
kids are
started on that.
obsessed with the shaking up these
Kick-
days.
kicking it.
Really?
Yes.
Kicking it. Wait, what's kicking it?
Jason Earls and Mateo.
Wait, we need to talk about Jason Earls.
Sure.
Okay, this is like a rumor that happened and everybody in high school would talk about it. Nobody knew if it was real. Wikipedia wasn't around back then. Was Jason Earls really 45 years old when he was playing on Hannah Montana?
No.
How old was he?
He was like mid-30s.
But he was playing like an 18-year-old and he looked so young.
He was playing like a 15-year-old.
Fuck! Was that nuts? Like, did he come into set and he's like, "Hey, man, yeah, just gave birth to a kid and just like drank a beer."
No,
and
he
then
doesn't have any kids, but he was married and
Whoa!
yeah, he was just more mature.
But wasn't he on like Tiger Beat and shit?
Yeah.
Fuck!
30.
That's so crazy. Like, think about a
Those
little girl.
girls.
Yeah, a little
Right.
girl's first masturbation,
Like 30.
flicking the bean for the first time, and they look up and they like put their wet hand on Jason Earl's face and slide it
Oh.
down.
First of all, as a woman who has flicked the bean, there is no wet hand sliding on a poster when you're doing it for your first time.
Really? Bloody?
You're like just so even uncomfortable, you don't even know what's happening,
Yeah,
and you're
tell
like,
us
wait,
about
what is
that.
this?
What was the
and then
what was your
I
first
do
you're
wanna
like,
know
is this
about that.
dirty?
Yeah,
Should I
tell
be
us.
doing this? But it kind of feels good. But
Wait,
is this
tell us.
wrong?
Okay, let's
Do I
go.
need to practice?
We'll
for
do
Vito
masturbation.
Ciccioli?
We'll do masturbation stories, all of us. We'll start with you. What was your? Because mine is pretty good. What was your first time? How did it go? How old were you?
Well, I'm extremely uncomfortable with this topic just because I'm not one for sexuality and all that kind of stuff. But it was definitely in like I think like 6th or 7th grade when I was just like,
Oh yeah.
you know,
12.
I needed to take it up the next level. I was over practicing kissing with my stuffed animals,
Over it.
and I said, let's do this because I want to be prepared
Okay.
when my Italian Goomba boyfriend that I'm crushing on right now comes up to me and he's like, yo, you want to go make out onto the slide? I'm going to be like, yes.
Yeah.
You can also flick my bean.
Flick
'cause
the
I'm
Right.
ready.
beanie.
Right. And though I'm not one for beans,
Uh-huh.
I did do some hearty flicking. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's discovery. It's
How
not
did
even
you know that? How did you know? Like, oh, this little bee needs to be flicked. How did?
That's a good question.
How did
I
you
don't think it
know?
necessarily was like a conscious
Yeah,
thing. I think
okay.
it was more of just like, oh, this kind of feels good, so let's
Yeah.
keep on going.
Okay. Did you?
That's definitely a saying too, right? You don't actually just sit there just
You
like.
flick
It hurts if you flick it.
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
just-
be
I
nice
slap
to it.
it.
You gotta
Rub
say,
the
hey, girl,
bean.
hey. You gotta
you-
figure out what side she likes, because sometimes she likes the right side, sometimes she likes the left
Yeah.
side a little bit, sometimes clockwise, sometimes counterclockwise. It all
Did you
depends.
come though?
No, I don't think it's the first time.
Yeah.
No.
So how did you know?
I
it
don't
was
think that
over?
happened until high school.
You just finished. When
I
it
don't think
started?
that's ever happened.
Really?
We'll change that.
Well, I'm just wondering too because like some guys are like, I guess it's an older thing, but like they like to be punched in the balls.
You
when
like
they
to be
jerk off-
punched in the
No, I'm
balls?
just saying, there are
What?
like stories of guys who like to be like stepped on of the heel of a stripper
Yeah.
while they're jerking
yeah, I
off.
could see that.
Oh, You got problems.
I like to be yelled at, humiliated. I like her. I like her to cry. I like her to cry, and then the tears drip down my balls.
Oh,
Wow.
Lord.
I like a lot of hatred.
Obviously.
Okay, so my first
Okay,
time,
how about your first time? Because mine obviously was
I
not
think
very
I've told it
exciting.
before, which is sad that I've told this before, but I was 13 years old. I just finished watching Saved by the Bell. I was watching the episode where Jesse got so excited, and then I got so excited, and I was like trying to figure it out. And I'm like, how do I do this? I had been rubbing up against things for a while, but nothing was ever happening.
Girl. That mattress, though.
Yeah, and my brother would say to me like, "Oh, have you made pudding yet?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "At one day you'll make pudding." And I'm like, "Can I eat it?" And he goes, "I wouldn't do that if I were you."
I think that's where all of your food issues come from, actually. I think we just cracked the code.
I'm laying in my Lazy Boy recliner. I'm listening to my Walkman. Drops of Jupiter comes on, which to this day is my favorite song of all time.
I love that song.
Tell me. And I start going, and I'm like, oh, this feels good. Did you fall from a shooting star? And then literally, right at the, nah, I just started making pudding everywhere. And I was just like, making pudding. And then I saw the reflection in the stained glass window. I saw my mom walking toward the house, just coming through. And I'm like, I gotta finish. And I fucking just ran to the bathroom, and I just looked at the pudding in my hand, and I was so excited I started crying, and then I told my brother later, and then he was like, dude, yeah, bro. It was like a whole moment.
That's terrifying.
So that song to this day, every time it comes on,
You just
I
whack
just
it.
come.
Yeah.
What's your story?
That's
That
a
is
beautiful
so
story.
juice
Very
box.
descriptive.
All right, let me tell you my story.
Okay.
Here we go.
Break it down.
So, well, the first time it wasn't even my fault. It wasn't intentional. I'm using my dad's back massager. I leave it on my shit too long.
Do you have a vagina?
And
what
I
are you
just
talking
can't-
about?
I know.
Back massager?
I was really young,
Okay.
and that just for some reason that worked. And I didn't know what happened. I just kind of was like, "What the fuck happened?" And like later on in the week, I'd go get the massager and I'd put it on my dick. And I'd be like, "What's happening?
Okay.
What's happening?"
I think I like it.
And it would
Yeah.
happen. The first time I actually jerked off was on my little Ivy toy. You know Ivy from Batman?
Oh, yeah.
I had a little Ivy
Poison?
toy. Poison, whatever her name is.
Ivy?
Ivy. I think it's Ivy, right?
Yeah.
It's Ivy, right?
Poison ivy.
Poison Ivy. What? Yeah, right. Yeah, and I jerked off on that.
Wait, she like slid up and down your dick?
I
Like,
so probably touched him.
She
I
was an
probably
active
touched the
participant.
two, but it was more
Yeah.
about like just the look. Like I could see she had those little
Mm.
tits and
she was angry.
bend her over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Did
I
you
was
ever-
just obsessed with that character. Uma
Okay.
Thurman in that movie was just
Yeah.
like, you know.
Whenever
Mhm.
you masturbate, did you ever like make your penis talk because you thought it was funny?
Sure.
I do
I
it
still
all
do
I
that.
still do it
I
all the
open it up.
time.
You open it up?
Yeah.
Well, not like rip it
Sounds
open.
I make it
just, like,
painful.
I make
open
it
up.
scream. It goes ah.
What?
Yeah.
What's your penis's voice? Or when you're with a girl, do you ever like talk and like make her like talk back to it? Think it's funny?
Not really. I mean, maybe like talk into it like a microphone. Like that?
Sing me a song, bitch.
Yeah, sing me a song. No, I mean, I don't really have a voice for it.
Mine is deep.
Is
no,
it?
no, no. Actually, my penis is like really high, and then I make the vagina deep. Like, here, get in here.
Whose vagina?
I don't know. Anyways,
What?
Okay.
Shit, this took a left
So
turn.
now-
Definitely left
So
turn.
Hannah Montana.
So uncomfortable. No.
How long were you on the show? Forever, like 10 years.
Forever. That last season, I didn't do the full season because it was just so difficult.
Ugh.
I mean, I love everybody so much on that show. But it was just really, it's tough growing up and being on such a big show.
No, it sounds fucking horrible. Like that to me sounds. I've only done a couple TV movie things, and when I'm on set, I'm like, this is the worst fucking thing ever. Everybody's an asshole. Everybody has an ego. We're sitting around waiting the whole time. Like it's just the producers are always fighting. Like it to me, being a kid and being on it, that sounds like the fucking worst.
I mean, we're very blessed, but it's
It's my favorite. We're very
it's
blessed.
very difficult. It's a
Sounds
difficult
like a lot
job.
of pressure too
No.
at such a young age because
And
it's not
yeah.
only the work part.
And I'm
but
being
it's the
honest, I'm
social
talking
part.
about my dick talking and all. Like it's a
yeah,
blessed
yeah.
situation I
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
It's very fortunate. Lots of money, and
Yeah,
you don't have to
yeah.
worry about a lot of things that kids have to worry about.
Yeah.
School is difficult because you
Yeah.
don't really go to school.
Right, it's just like a trailer.
Emily was the smartest person on that set. She
Yeah.
actually did go to school, and would bring her work, and then when she was off, she'd go to school, and then was still in school after the show and everything else. She went to college, but yeah, it took a lot from you, but it also made us who we are,
Mhm.
and we wouldn't be in the situations we are right now if it weren't for Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana made us all.
Preach,
Yeah.
baby, preach.
Preach it.
So
So what? So were you bitter at the end? Were you just like, I can't?
yeah, at the age I fucking hated everything.
Yeah.
I hated my parents. I hated the world. I hated it.
How old
Enough
were
to
you?
go drinking and driving, get a DUI and shit. I was just fucked
Which,
up.
by the way, I looked it up on Wikipedia. Like, you weren't even that drunk, right? It was like,
No,
not to say
I
that's
wasn't.
whatever.
I wasn't. But the cops, these guys, this was right in Burbank. This was at my house, and I kid you not. So I'm at this intersection on Buena Vista in Burbank,
Yeah.
and there's a car that hit another car, and the airbag's still deployed. The people are still in the car, and I'm like, oh shit! I pull the car over. I walk up. All the cops are parked on this side. They run up to me first. They're like, hey, what are you doing? These people have been to my house for noise complaints 100 times. They know who I am, and they're like, what are you doing out? What are you doing out? They're like, you look drunk. You do this. We need to do this. And they took breathalyzer and they did all the testing on me. And I kid you not, they arrested me. They took my car before they even helped these people out of the fucking
Oh
car.
my
Ay, ay,
God.
ay.
They just wanted to screw me so
Were
bad.
you involved in
Aw.
the accident at all? Or
No,
you were
I
just
wasn't
like,
involved in the
oh,
accident.
by?
I saw it and I pulled over. They said I tried to run one of them over, and like it was just so ridiculous.
But that didn't really, because I didn't hear about that until I looked you up the other day. Like, that didn't become did it become a thing? Was it like a big deal?
It wasn't a huge. It was a big deal to me.
Yeah.
You know, it was like my life.
But the
was like,
public wasn't like angry. It wasn't
the
like
public
a
wasn't
yeah.
like fuck this kid, you know. But they were like, he needs to get some help. If anybody who gets to, that's bad.
Mhm.
That's terrible. You can't drive, you know, under the influence of anything, whether
How
it was
old were you?
alcohol or weed or pills or whatever people do. You know, anything.
Mm.
I was 20 years old, so I was underage.
That'll get you. Zero tolerance, baby. That'll get you.
That's rough. Life
Yeah.
is rough.
They took me to jail, and I'm sitting in
Yep.
this jail cell like this, and I got the blanket over me, and I turn over, and you know the toilet's right here. This guy's just shitting. He's got his balls tucked in. He's like, yeah, see the camera? They're just watching me shit all over this place. I was like, oh my god!
Get
I
me
pulled the
outta
blanket over
here.
me. I was like,
Get
oh my
me
God.
back to Hannah Montana
Yeah,
I walk
now.
over and I click the button. I'm like, is my time up yet? Because it had been 14 hours. They're only supposed to keep us 12.
Right.
She's like, do not press the button again, sir. Do not press the
Oh.
button again, sir. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck?
I just
Oh.
want to leave.
Go down to get my sandwich. This guy's like, oh my God, my kids are going to freak out when they find out I was in jail with you.
Oh.
I was like, oh shit, man.
Oh.
My life just went to the dump.
So what happened? So Hannah Montana. So you left because you're just over it, which is understandable. That was like Lilane from Lizzie McGuire.
I did the first episode of the last season and the last episode.
First episode of the last season
And the last episode. Because I was also shooting Pair
Got it.
Kings, shooting Phineas and Ferb, shooting Prank Stars. I was
Oh my
on
God.
4 different TV shows at once a
Wow.
week. It
Oh
was
my God.
crazy.
Hard
I could only
work.
be on I mean, I kid you not, it was crazy.
Who was
so
like?
all that led up to just exploding.
So okay. I kind of think about Disney in the way I think about YouTube. Like, are you friends with any of those people, or is it more like YouTube, where like we all like make videos together and whatever, but we don't like hang out? Is it like that?
Some of them do. Some of them hang out together. The cooler ones, I have had, you know, not necessarily falling outs, but you know, if I were to call Emily or if I were to call Doc from Pair Kings or something, I'd go hang out with them. Kyle
Mhm.
Massey has always been a great friend to me since, you know, Life is Rough. He was like the
He's
first
not
dad.
dead, right?
He is not dead.
There was a rumor he died. It
There's
really
rumors
affected
that
me.
everyone dies. I get
Mhm.
rumored that I'm dead all the time.
His were intense though. His were like he got diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. Like it was a whole
Oh,
thing.
jeez, that's awful.
I know, but he's fine. Okay, good.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, we're all so jaded, and we're all just like definitely have egos, whether they say it or not.
Yeah,
You know, nobody wants to be at the Oscars and watch someone else win.
yeah,
Great.
You know, no,
Yeah.
you're not really
Mhm.
rooting for another person.
yeah.
You know, it's a fight.
Some fucking honesty up in here.
It's true though.
You're
It's
not
true.
really rooting. That's so true though. I was just talking about this the other day. I'm like, I get like mad when certain people do well. And I'm like, why am I mad about this? And my friend's like, because you're jealous that they're doing well. Like it's human.
Absolutely.
Fuck everybody. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you're
yeah,
a
okay.
fucking lion, dude.
Yeah, you're all fucking lying.
Yeah.
Like I'm so happy for. No, you're not. I've never been happy for another person. I'm
What?
kidding, I'm
Well,
kidding,
what?
I'm kidding.
All right. No, but
Family, that's it.
family's great. You know, I stick by my family.
Oh my god. Okay, so you did Hannah, you left, whatever. So what? How do you? Okay, I'm trying to put myself in your shoes. So you're like leaving Hannah Montana, and you're like, the world is my oyster.
Mhm.
How do you enter a normal world? Did you want to just like? Didn't one of the Sprouse twins was like, ugh, and they just like went to college and got a job because they're like, I don't even want to be in this world anymore. Like, did you go through that stage? Where you're like, I just want to be a normal person?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely had those kind of times. If you want to be a normal person, just go find a normal girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know, that's like playing the, same song on repeat forever.
Is there such
know,
thing
so
as a
for
normal
me-
girlfriend, though?
For probably not, but a normal girl who's down to earth, who's not in the business, is what I mean. Because
What you
girls
doing
in the
after this?
business, yeah,
What you
Yeah,
doing?
girl, I love
Fucking
bacon.
I'm
Flick the
good at
bean.
flicking the bean too. I'm a pro.
Okay.
I'll definitely get you out for the first time if you've never
Ooh, it's
gotten
been
off.
a
He'll
minute,
bring
girl.
Ivy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll bring Ivy in the mix,
What
and
if I just
shit'll just start going all over the
roll
place.
up and just a unitard with poison ivy everywhere.
I would be
Yeah.
so down. You have no idea. It's a
Yeah.
fantasy of mine.
All
right.
right.
Yeah,
I like to dress up.
me too.
Okay.
What was the weirdest sexual experience? Like when you're that, I always wonder that when you're that age. Like, okay, as a YouTuber, the only pussy that's getting thrown my way is 12, so
Oh.
I can't touch it
Illegal.
legally.
Right.
Now for you, when you were probably like 17, so you could touch that. How was that? Were you ever like on a Disney tour and then like all this fucking young pussy's thrown at you and you're like, I don't know what to do, and Miley's like, I don't want it, you take it.
Yeah.
Wow, what was that like? Did they call you your character name? Was it weird? Were they asking you questions like,
absolutely.
what is Miley like? Like as
Say
they're on
beef
you?
jerky, do Ollie Pops and Lolliver, and do the Oliver smoking oaken, and I've
Oh.
had all that. I think the weirdest was like my friend's mother's trying to fuck me, and that would be the weirdest part, especially the
Oh.
ones in Texas.
How did that go?
It was really fun.
Did you
It was
ever have
actually-
sex with any of
I
them?
had sex with a friend's mom.
What?
What?
No, you did not.
I did.
You
I did
did?
not. Don't
Oh,
quote me
I
on
got
that. That's
so
not
excited
true.
for a
That's not
second.
Oh my
true.
god, this is my favorite interview ever.
You needed
Okay,
all the
okay, wait,
deets.
okay, so look, take me there. Take us all there. So you're at okay, it's Radio Disney, we're all ears and pussy, and you're sitting there and you're signing autographs and everybody's coming up to you and you're jaded, you're over it, you're maybe a little stoned, you're like, get the fuck out of my way. And then like maybe like a barely legal girl comes up to you and she's like, her titties are wet, it's hot outside, she's sweating, she has underboob sweat dripping down, and she's like, sign my thing, smoking oaken. And then she like slips you a thing, like a paper that's like, let's fuck. And then what do? Do you say like, oh, let me show you this over here? And then like, are you fucking like in the back, like where there's kids, you hear screaming? Like, tell me about it.
Damn, that's a good one. This has happened before. And if she doesn't slip me the note, I'll make sure to say, hey, go get that girl
security.
backstage, grab that girl backstage. The best part was when I was on stage doing music.
Yeah.
Because I'm so open about like, if I want to bang this girl or if I want to hook up with this girl, whatever it is, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? So, I'll be in the middle of a song and I'll be like,
You're s-
well,
Everyone,
trying
he's
to keep the
pointing
song
right now
going.
in-
Hey,
in
I'm
pantomime.
screaming at you. Get this one in the back.
Wow.
And yeah, I mean, it just it's interesting hooking up with the fan because you don't know how they're gonna look at you afterwards because you're
Yeah.
no longer the star.
and this
that
enigma.
you're just
that
freaking
yeah.
Mitchell who's got ball sweat and everything else, and it's just the truth. Like
Mhm.
you're actually just a person. But it definitely got me off. Whether I actually got off or just the thought of doing it to get
Yeah.
off got me
Mhm.
off.
Now, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So she's backstage. You pointed her out. You said, "Hey, I'm gonna eat the pussy." She walks backstage. Security's like, "Mitchell, here's your pussy." And you're like, "Okay, thank you, great." Close the door. So how does it start? Do you
Drops
guys
of Jupiter
do you-
starts
Drops of
playing.
Jupiter. Do you like sit down with her and just say like, what's your name? Or is it literally just like, okay, let's do this? And then that moment where
It
she
is
sees
a
your
let's do this.
when she sees your penis for the first time, is there a weird like? Does she like laugh because it's like you're from Hannah Montana and I'm sucking your dick? Is there like a weird?
And it wasn't always for me. It wasn't always just fucking. It was like
Yeah.
making out and like just like
Okay.
her jumping on top of me and ripping me up and
Yeah.
hit me in the face and stuff. Like I like that kind of shit, you
Okay.
know. But yeah, it's just it's different because with a fan you never hear the words "I'm not gonna fuck you."
Yeah.
Like with any other girl that I like try to go out on a date with or I'm texting for a while, the first thing
Mhm.
that they say,
I'm not gonna fuck you.
yeah, we're not.
Respectable ladies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna fuck. We always fuck.
Well, not
But,
yet.
Yeah,
Give me a
it-
lobster or a steak
it-
first.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
It's it's inevitable. But with them, it's not. With them, it's like this is all I want to do.
My
Okay.
pussy's on
So
a
it's
platter,
really
baby.
cool.
Yeah.
So you don't really have to say anything, and it's just throw you on the couch.
Yeah.
She just straddles on top of you. She like rips her shirt off, and you're just like,
Oh.
oh my god, I finally know what Kanye West feels like.
Yeah.
I am God.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like that was more of getting off than actually whipping my dick out and
Yeah.
getting off.
And then what happens right after the cum?
Security.
Is it like an
Yeah.
Is it like an awkward? Does she go like, so can you sign
Are you
something?
gonna call me? Yeah, that's happened. Can you sign something? Can we take a picture?
Be like, I just signed the inside of your uterus
Yeah.
cunt with my dick.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
What else do you want from me?
I gave you DNA, bitch.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, your life.
Those are pretty fun, raunchy stories.
I know. Now I know why.
I didn't expect it. Can I just tell everyone right now, the audience, you're wearing a fisherman's hat, a gray shirt that says unicorn bacon with 2 slices of bacon that has rainbow colors on them, adorable little Vans shoes, the cutest little socks that say
Hakuna
Hakuna
Matata.
Matata, straight up at the key change scene when young Simba goes to old Simba right in the middle of the bridge, and just talking so raunchy. Oh, and by the way, poker glasses, Ray-Bans, can't see his
Yeah.
eyes this
I
whole
bought
time.
these last night, and I am returning them.
Nice.
Why?
Just because the lady at the store told me not to. So I was like, okay.
Then you're gonna fuck her. You're gonna be like, you
Yeah.
know who I am.
So I wasn't expecting
she was
those fucking
awful,
stories.
actually. I wouldn't.
So how is fucking now? Because the girls that were like 12 are now older. So like you probably have like 26-year-old girls.
Yeah,
coming
they're
up to
my
you like,
age.
oh hey, but is it weird though? Because they're like, I was a fan of you when I was a kid, and then isn't that a weird fuck?
Yeah, they don't usually say that till afterwards.
Oh, that's worse.
It's way worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather just knock that out of the park. Just say my favorite's when they're like, "Oh, I don't know who you are,"
Yeah, right.
and I'm like,
yeah.
"Okay,
Oh.
here's
Then
the
why'd you
thing.
even say that?
Why would you
Here's
say
the
that?
thing. I don't care if you know who I am or if you know who Jason Earls is, but if you're really gonna sit here and tell me you don't know who Miley Cyrus is,
Yeah.
you're a fucking twat.
Shut your
Exactly.
Yeah,
face,
shut the
bitch.
fuck up. So that's just funny to me when they act like that, and then afterwards they're like, "Okay, like I didn't want to tell you, like I had your pictures on my wall, and stuff
Oh.
like that." And I was
Oh,
like, you could have just said that. I don't really
Yeah.
care, you know,
You're
whether.
like, I get off on that. It's
Yeah,
fine.
like, and even if you don't, even if you didn't, you can't not tell me that you didn't hear of Hannah Montana.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like saying I've never heard of High School Musical. Who the fuck is Zac Efron? Who's Justin Bieber? Who's One Direction? It's like shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
shut
Everybody
up.
knows who
I
they
don't
are.
watch
It's in your
TV.
face every day.
Yeah.
I don't watch TV.
Please.
Sure you don't.
Please.
We all watch TV.
You're listening to this podcast right now.
Right?
You definitely watch fucking TV.
Well, speaking of crazy stories, we're gonna you're gonna read us some news, right?
We could do news, or we could do match the scandal to the star.
Let's do that first. Let's do the match
Okay.
the scandal.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
excited about this.
So it turns out there are a lot of Disney stars that have had some shit go down.
What?
So
Are Nickelodeon stars in there too? 'Cause
no
there's
Nick,
a lot of that.
no Nickelodeon. I kept it
Mm.
straight Disney for
I like
Mitch.
that.
Okay.
So basically, I'm going to read a clue, and you guys can guess who it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. First up, this former Disney star's vag was seen breaking free from any
Britney
sort of
Spears.
nope, any sort of underwear and or clothing in a nude photo scandal that derailed her Disney career.
Ah, breaking free. I feel like that's a hint, but I don't know what it
It
means.
is. Oh, we're breaking free.
It's not
What?
Vanessa.
Yep.
Okay, Vanessa Hudgens. I have a story about this. So I was hanging out with an actor who I will not say his name, and this was before they like went wide. And then he goes, "You want to see something crazy?" And I'm like, "Well, fuck yeah, you're talking to the right person." He showed me like 100 pictures of her naked. I'm like, "What is this?" He's like, "She went crazy the other night and just sent them to everybody." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, she's into some weird shit."
Drake
And I-
Bell.
No, was not Drake Bell, surprisingly. And then I was like, "Oh, that kind of makes me like her. I feel like she's weird, and I like weird." And then literally the next day, the news story broke, and I was like, "I already saw that shit."
Yeah.
Did you get the pictures?
I did not get the pictures. No.
But you knew about it, right? Where like
Oh, I definitely.
your
knew
friends
about
were
it.
like, "Oh shit, we just got some pictures." You're like, "Why didn't I
I
get
knew
it?"
about that for years though because she did that with Alexa from Zoe 101.
Oh wait, Alexa, who's that?
Alexa something. I don't remember.
It was Zoe 101. I only
She was
remember.
from Zoe 101. She was the brunette.
Okay, but pregnant. Who was pregnant on that show? Britney Spears' little sister. Oh wait, did I ruin it? Is she on the list?
No, she's not on the list. She wasn't on Disney long enough.
She got
for
pregnant. Now
the
she's like a
list.
country singer. Good for her.
Yeah, live your life.
All right.
Whack.
Is she crazy?
No. You know what? Neither one of them are crazy.
What? Are we talking about the Spears sisters?
I'm talking about the Spears sisters.
Well, I feel
Girl,
like
were you not there with the umbrella and the shave head
Wait.
incident?
Yeah,
By
of
the way,
course,
but
that's just Britney
she
Spears.
didn't do it. I have a theory that she's under the mind control of the Bush administration. They made her do that so that it would distract attention away from what Bush was doing. Don't get me started.
You know, the only reason I say stuff like that is not because I feel that way about her, but I have my manager Dan Demshaw when I was shooting Pair of Kings. He was Britney Spears' manager, and I'm shooting Pair of Kings,
Okay.
and Britney comes up with all of her publicists to come watch me perform,
Cool.
and I just thought that was the
That's
that was
epic.
the craziest thing of my whole entire life.
Oh
To
my
have
god.
Britney Spears come to my set to watch me do my
Did
thing.
you talk to her?
Absolutely, she
What-
came to my dressing room. She,
How was
hello. it was great, and the paparazzi follow around like crazy, and it's
Yeah.
just like really sad. So I don't think that that's crazy. Her,
No.
Everybody's got
You
their
know,
crazy. Let's
Britney
be real.
Spears-
yeah,
all
I mean,
good.
it's all just real.
Britney Spears to me, I've talked about this before, and I know it sounds creepy, but I feel like people relate to it. To me, Britney Spears feels like family. I'm not like a huge.
She does,
I'm not a
well,
huge
we all
fan
grew
of.
up with her.
Yeah, like I'm not a huge fan of her music and all that stuff, but she's family to me. Like I want her to succeed. I feel bad when people make fun of her. I've never really spoofed her or made fun of
I
her.
wanted to
like,
be her.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
she's family.
All right. So this Disney rocker admitted to doing drugs with Demi Lovato and Miley Cyrus, but laid the blame on the girls, calling them bad influences.
It's gotta be a Jonas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Sick.
the
What's the middle one?
was it Joe?
Nick,
Mhm.
Joe, good job.
It wasn't jealous.
Now he
By
wasn't
the
jealous.
way, do they? I mean, do they need to come back? I feel like every 5 years.
They're
like,
not coming back. Joe is, and
he's-
his album's actually fucking
No,
good.
Nick
Nick.
is coming back.
Oh, is he?
Kevin is working on apps. This is sad that I know this. And Joe is working on his Mexican man mustache. I see him at the gym. Looks great.
Tell him I say
Um,
hi because he's hot. Did you see those pictures with his like holding his junk?
That's Nick.
That's Nick.
That's Nick.
That's Nick.
I thought that was Joe.
That's Nick.
Oh, is Joe the eyebrows?
Joe's
Yes, yes.
eyebrows.
Ah, got
Joe
it.
is the one who looked
Had him
pretty.
swapped.
Yeah. Okay, keep going.
Okay. Let's see. This star did a quick rehab stint for a combination of problems involving pot, Ambien, alcohol, and Justin Bieber.
Selena Gomez.
Yes.
Wow!
And she
no
had-
hesitation on that.
And she had lupus. You
And
forgot
she,
that.
I forgot lupus. I'll put that in the next
That's
set.
not true.
That is true. She had lupus.
Doesn't go away.
She
lupus.
came. Okay, wait. Her friend came on the podcast and said, "Yeah, she has lupus right now." Who was it? I don't remember. But she had lupus. She tweeted about it. She's like, "I'm okay, guys." But then she went to rehab, and everybody's like, "Was it lupus?" I don't think she's on drugs though. She seems smart to me,
She is a smart girl. That is one girl that I think is very smart.
right? I could. Feel
And I
that.
shot Walker, Texas Ranger with that chick.
What?
We shot the movie together when we were babies.
How was
Okay.
she?
She's awesome. She comes from the same town I come from.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
Dallas.
her.
I love Selena Gomez. I think she's incredible.
Yeah, I like her.
She definitely goes out of her way to make people feel comfortable.
I like that. Like when she meets fans, she do like where she compliments them and then gives them a pat on the back.
Absolutely.
It's my favorite thing. Okay, keep going.
Respectable. Okay, this guy, this funny sidekick, was arrested for drug possession and a DUI in 2008. He got another DUI in 2011 and was re-arrested in 2012, and he currently has 3 bench warrants out for his arrest.
Funny sidekick. Josh Pett. No, he would never.
Is that the kid from Raven?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
That's the. that's the.
Orlando
Orlando
Brown.
Mhm.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting. I thought you were gonna say Chelsea from Raven. I'm like, really? Annalise Vanderpool? She's crazy.
Yeah, so he
Wow.
better take care of that because those warrants will come out and get you.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
they'll get you.
You're going to wind up in a jail cell with some dude shit next to you, you know?
Shit. That is.
All right, let's pick one more. Get the craziest
Ooh,
one.
the craziest one. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm just going to go for it.
Okay.
It was 3:43 a.m. on a Sunday when this former Disney star was pulled over and busted for driving under the influence in Burbank, California.
Shane Dawson.
Almost.
Mitchell
Oh.
Musso.
Yay!
Jason
Ding,
Earls.
ding, 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 ding.
Wait, what was the guy who
Jason
played Rico?
fucking Earls.
Rico.
Moises Arias.
Moises, he was fucking Willow Smith, and then he's like, Willow, get off, and then he did that. Is he fucking Willow Smith?
I don't know.
You saw the pictures.
I
Right?
have. I
It was
saw
Rico.
a picture.
You're smiling.
I know. I'm just smiling because I saw a picture.
No, I saw a picture and I was like, that guy looks familiar. Oh my God. Did you see the picture?
No.
He's like half naked and she's like half naked and their mom took it. It was weird. Right?
Jada?
Yeah, I think Jada. And then Jada tweeted, she's like, calm down. It's my daughter. I can take pictures of her naked. And I'm like, well,
Oh, yeah, that's a little weird.
good times.
Child porn.
Child porn.
But the correct answer was Mitchell Musso.
Oh.
Nice.
Musso or Musso?
Musso.
Musso, got it.
What do I, wait, what do I say? Mitchell Musso.
The
I say Musso.
Mm.
I've
It's
been
like
fucking it up the whole time.
Mucus.
Yeah.
They used to do that to me in school.
12
Muso,
hours.
And I was like, gross.
What's like a
Mucinex.
crazy, before we get into the news, give me like a crazy on the set story. Doesn't matter what set, Hannah, Walker, I don't care. Just give me something.
Something crazy?
Yeah.
What's a crazy story?
Was anybody like crazy? Like I remember on Lizzie McGuire, I had somebody on from Lizzie, and they said that Gordo was just always stoned and was like crazy. And I love that shit. Which makes sense when you watch the show.
Yeah.
Was there any like, I don't know, did anybody kill themselves?
Or a
Was
light
there
fall down on
a
anybody?
light fall down? Was Miley like hooking up with Rico? Like, was there anything like wild?
Oh, there was a lot of hooking up on Hannah Montana.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Between who though? Because there wasn't that many people.
Oh God.
That 30-year-old.
What?
That 30-year-old.
No, not Jason.
Oh fuck!
Not Jason. Me and Jason actually before the show.
You
one
guys
time,
hooked up?
when we're all.
Look at you.
Let me get to it. So before the show starts and we have the audience, the live audience, and we all come out and they're like, Moises Arias, Jason Earls, Mitchel Musso, Emily Osment, Miley Cyrus, and we like walk out and we wave to the audience.
Yeah.
Me and Jason were like doing this funny gag. It's not gonna sound funny, but it was funny at the time. Like we stick out our tongues and like we like pretend to like make out.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it was. It was either Miley or Emily pushed us into it, and
Oh.
our tongues went
Oh,
all the way down.
Daddy.
And all the way back out.
And you were what, 14, and he's
Something
what,
like that.
35?
It was-
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
What did the audience do? Because that was before like being
They
gay
didn't
was.
see that.
Oh, really?
No. That was behind the Malibu house. Malibu set.
Where did you guys film that?
KTLA.
What?
KTLA Studios.
Is that a news station?
They have KTLA, but they also have sound stages.
Really?
Mhm.
Interesting.
Sunset Bronson.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay,
like
I
with
know
the
where
old
that
school
is.
kind of radio tower looking
Yeah,
Yeah,
thing,
that's
right?
it. And then next door, I shot
Dentist.
Pair of Kings for 2 years, Sunset and Gower. So I just went from here to here.
Also like that show. That was on Disney XD. I know a lot about Disney.
That was the coolest thing that I'd ever done.
There was a terrible show on Disney XD though that came on right after that. I don't remember the name of it, but I was literally like, I felt like it was written by. I was gonna say retarded, and that's such a bad word.
Was it the children with powers, superpowers?
No, it was like some weird. It was like two guys, and one of them's like hoo-hoo, and one of them's like woohoo.
Luther, Zeke and Luther.
Oh. And I've met
Right?
both those guys, and they're so nice. But that show was like, what?
Yeah, that kid is the one who took my part on Pair of Kings.
Wait, which one?
The redhead.
Oh, I don't remember him. I mean, I
He
don't
didn't take my
remember.
part.
Oh, the other one's a rapper now. What was that face?
You guys should have a
He's
rap off.
rapper? Yeah, that's who I want to rap
Throw a
off
party, get shit faced, and let's everybody 8 Mile start rapping in circles. Let's
That
break it
sounds-
down.
Wait, are you
Pretty
allowed to say what
gangster.
you're gonna start working on? Are you allowed to talk about it?
with. Not really.
But is it gonna happen?
A lot of things are going to happen.
So what happened? Okay, how does it work in the business? So do you audition for something and then they like you, but you're not allowed to say?
You know what's funny is it depends. Like sometimes you can have such a quote or whatever and so well known that you don't necessarily have to audition.
Mhm.
But for me, I would rather go out and get hungry and fight for the role that I
Yeah.
want
Mm-hmm.
than just to be sent a role and say, hey, you're going to make this X dollars. It shoots in Orlando, vacation. Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, that'd be fun for a little bit. Who's all in it? What girls are in it? What guys are in it? Let me look up what they've done. Who's the director?
Mm-hmm.
But real great parts like Robert Downey Jr., who wants to play fucking Iron Man. It doesn't matter who he is. He still goes in there and he reads that shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're fucking Iron Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's where I'm at in life. Do I get offered parts? Sure. Do I get offered the parts that I want?
No.
No.
That's what I thought, because I'm like, I'm dealing with the same thing where I'm like, people see me as this like, YouTube guy, and I'm like, I want to prove to people I can fucking do this. I can play a crackhead with cancer. I can play whatever the fuck I want to play.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch me, bitch.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Hasn't worked yet.
No, you played
No,
like
that's
But
a
it will.
crazy person in your not little, but your Taylor Swift video.
Dude,
like,
I thought you were brilliant in that.
you were
by the
giving,
way.
yeah,
Really?
brill. I actually watched it in front of all my friends.
I
the other
watched
day,
it
and
twice in a row.
It was
No.
Yeah,
so
I
Wait.
thought you were really good.
You're talking
Dexter
about the one where I
The
realness.
ones where you kill. Yeah.
Really? You
yeah,
like that?
I love it.
Yeah,
Aw.
and you
You're
were
coming
just
in,
like,
she's like
yeah.
running away. I thought it was brilliant.
Thank
Brill.
you.
Yeah, man.
Brill.
Guys.
So fucking beyond far out there that it was
Guys,
so brilliant.
you really have
know,
made my
like
day.
it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah. It made me
I don't like
sad.
seeing you bashing my best friend's
it
faces.
made me sad when they had taken it down. I'm glad you put it back up.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Well, now the next thing that's happening now is they flagged it, so now you can't watch it unless you're sign in and you're 18 or over.
Sure.
Piracy and all that stuff. But
By
like,
the way,
there's a
Miley
line.
Cyrus, say what you want about Miley. I definitely have. She does not sue her fans. She has never taken down one of my parodies.
Did you see her on SNL? She fucking
Killed it on SNL, bitch.
So good.
And you know what? Miley's gonna be around forever. Continue.
Miley Cyrus is the. I just want to quote
was
one thing real quick.
great.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus is the only super mega star that has come out of Disney after Britney and Justin and Christina.
Yeah.
Yep.
In between those,
100%.
no one else has
Yeah.
made it
like her.
To that level.
Listen, love my Hillary Duff. She's my personal queen. I wish I could meet her one day. But no, Miley is definitely like the shit.
Well, she's talented.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I mean, you have to have talent in order to even handle all that kind
Absolutely.
Yeah.
of success. And that bitch can sing. And she
Yeah.
looked like a classy lady. She had like a white pantsuit on. She looks like a grown up. She was respectable. Her
I
vagina
feel
was
bad
tucked in.
because I
It was
feel like
very nice.
I've made fun of her so much in the past just because she was popular and that was the easy thing to do. And
Sure.
I feel bad now because I've seen her so much. She goes to the same restaurant I go to. I see her all the time. I live close. And like, it's one of those people where I feel like she probably has seen the videos and probably hates me and probably whatever. And I want to tell her, Miley, if you're listening, I genuinely like you. And I'm sorry that I made fun of you so much in the past. I'm moving on to Taylor Swift now.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you want the news?
Let's do what we did last time where you give us an option of what we want to hear.
Okay. We got either a little Vanilla Ice action,
God.
a
Sounds
little
boring.
Afro Man action.
That's cool.
Wait, who's that?
Dude, what? Afro Man?
wasn't gonna
Because
go
I
to
got
the-
high. Because I got high.
He's
Colt
still
45 and 2 zigzags.
Zags, baby,
Yeah,
that's all we need. That's a good jam.
Nice
Yeah,
job,
man.
guys. Okay.
Yes, he's still around, and he had a concert. And during a funky blues riff at a recent concert, Afro Man straight up Chuck Norris roundhouse punched a fan in the face and was eventually arrested on scene. It turns out the fan was a woman.
Ooh.
But Afro Man claims he couldn't tell. Can you imagine in front of the judge just like, I didn't mean to punch that bitch, but I was high.
Do you remember? Wasn't it a couple years ago? Was it Jason Derulo or somebody like that? It was an accident, but they stage dived or they did something and they like knocked out some lady. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that,
Oh, I
but I
watched the
saw
video
this
so many
video,
times.
and I'm telling you, this woman was just like with a red party cup. Woman, like did not. You can't confuse it. It's a woman, just dancing behind her, not even being like aggressive or anything, just like kind of like whatever. And Afro Man just like bop, 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 winds up and just like swirls in a 180 is boom, like
Oh.
contact to the face. This bitch goes down,
That's like
Oh.
Gucci Man
and then
shit.
back to the guitar.
Oh.
Bang, bang, think, boom.
Oh my God! Have you ever wanted to
Intense.
punch a fan? I have.
No, actually.
No?
I would never have.
Never, even when they say stuff to you like, the one that I want to punch is when they come up to me and they go, first they go, oh, I used to watch you when I was like 8, and then I want to kill somebody. And then they go, honestly though, I miss the old Shane. I want to take
Ooh.
my motherfucking fist, drive it so far into that bitch's skull that it goes through her brain. Like, that's how angry I get. I don't do it, of course. I still take a picture and pat them on the back. But inside, I'm like, bitch, I'm squeezing you to death. You never get like that?
I'll tell you what, there was this one time, it was not a fan, it was a mother of a fan.
Oh.
there's
This is before or after you fucked her?
This is right before.
Okay.
So I'm sitting at an autograph signing, and like I'm signing autographs, and I'm chewing gum, and this woman thought it was terribly offensive that I'm chewing gum while signing autographs and taking pictures with her daughter.
Fuck off.
And that was definitely one that I just wanted to,
I would have thrown that gum in her hair.
just kind of spit on her, maybe kick her while she's down.
Yeah. Like,
but
this
think,
gum is worth millions.
Like
you
I don't
cunt.
have to be in Iowa, bitch.
oh.
Like I'm here because I love my fans. Like
Yeah.
if you're not a fan, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Right.
You
It's
know?
gum.
And
Get
why
over
the,
yourself.
Why the fuck? That's the thing too. When these fans stand, listen, I love the people who listen to podcasts, watch videos. But when somebody stands in line for like 6 hours to meet me, why would they come up to me and say some rude ass shit?
Right?
Like, you waited
Right.
6 fucking hours.
that.
Like, I had this guy who waited in line for 7 hours to meet me at the first VidCon, and he had a sign that said faggot with an arrow pointing down to me. So when he got up to me, he's like, let's take a picture, and then he put the sign over my head. And then I took the sign. I'm like, you waited 7 fucking hours for a joke? Like, you're the fucking loser, dude. Like, 7 hours?
Dude, Westboro Church,
Fuck.
man.
Right?
Fucking Westboro Church. They go 7 hours. They take flights. They for 45 minutes. They're out and
They
about.
take
Posting up at
buses.
funerals and
Yeah,
shit.
man, those people are crazy.
I hope that they protest. I'm doing the book
Dude,
tour. I hope they come.
They're in Valencia on Sunday. I'm gonna be there.
Let's go.
Really?
Oh hell yeah!
Field
I'm
trip!
gonna go.
Field trip.
I'm gonna go check that shit out.
Wait,
What
where
are they protesting?
Yeah, what are they protesting?
Fuck, I don't know. Churches or something.
Oh, God.
What else do they protest? Funeral
Oh.
churches.
Did you ever
one of
have
the
an
two.
amusement park shut down for you? I feel like that happens.
Yeah, that's happened for us before. But, mainly with like rides. It's not necessarily the whole amusement park, but for
Fast
events
pass.
they would. Yeah, Fast pass, but you go like underneath Disney World or
Yeah.
Disneyland. Like there's a whole underground in golf carts, and then you go up to the ride. They hold everybody back. You ride the ride.
What's
and
it
they're
look
like,
like under there?
when you it's just like it's nothing.
I'm
Boring.
picturing
Looks
like
shit.
Harriet Tubman Underground Railroad.
No, it's just shit. And then they're like, all right, you ride the ride, and they're like, do you want to go again?
Yes, I do.
You know, and we're like, yeah, we want
of
to go
course
again.
we do.
All
Go
day.
again. Do you want to go again?
Yeah.
Of course.
Sure, we'll go one more time. That is the coolest fucking thing in the world. I don't think I'd like it as much if the park was shut down, because then there'd be no girls.
That's true.
You know, because you get to kind of.
No.
But
You want to ride the ride
bring
with
your
us?
own girls,
Yeah, do you want to
right?
come with
You could
us?
fuck the
or
cast
invite
members.
girls with it, then you got to go, you know.
Spend all day. It's
Yeah,
a
that's a
thing.
lot.
You could fuck the pin ladies. Have you seen them? At
Who are the
Disney
pin
World,
what?
ladies?
Disneyland?
Oh,
Pin people.
the people who have pins and they trade pins?
They trade pins and they have
Oh,
books
no.
of pins. And
Hell
when you walk
yeah.
by them, they have their pins all spread out.
You don't have a book of pins?
No, I don't. But if
Oh.
you make fun of them, holy shit.
Yeah,
Talk about
they're-
punching people in the face.
They'll get pissed, huh?
Ooh, pissed.
Yeah.
All right, one more news story. Pick the
Pissy
best one you
pins.
got.
All right. How do you feel about 50 Shades of Meh?
Fuck that movie. First movie I've walked out of since Material Girls by the Duff Sisters, which love the Duff Sisters walked out.
So basically, Drew Droege, comedy genius, wrote an amazing article, review of the movie,
Yeah.
which now I will never need to go see because he
Fucking
broke it down.
Worse.
He goes, the movie opens with a raunchy gray cloud sexily rolling over erotic gray cars, spattering their hot gray love spunk over filthy gray buildings. At an office building, within seconds, Christian Grey and Anastasia fall in lust. And I think it's because he hands her a gray pencil and they talk about child hunger. And basically, he's just saying that this Dakota, I guess is the actress who plays Anastasia Steele, spends most of the film completely nude and abused, yet the dude gets to keep his trousers on.
And hairy as fuck.
Who is this movie made for, people?
First of all, okay, you go first.
This movie is made for housewives who don't
Shave their
feel
pubes.
comfortable to watch porn.
Or Flick the Bean.
Or else
Interesting.
like the bean. So
The-
that's, you know.
Literally, the whole movie, guys, I walked out after an hour. I went to, like, hate watch it with one of my friends. I'm like, let's go hate watch this. Couldn't even hate watch it because it's so fucking boring. Pubic hair everywhere.
Ugh.
You didn't see anything.
So gross.
You just keep seeing her tits over and over again, which, like, for the first time, I was like, oh, her tits. And then after the 50th time you see her tits, you're like, I fucking get it. I could draw those tits if you gave me a piece of paper right now. I memorize them. I don't care anymore. And then him with, you only saw the root of his dick. And I'm like, listen, if we're sitting here for fucking 2 hours, you better show me a hard cock
Hang some
entering
dong, dude.
that
Something.
bitch. And nothing happened. And then, by the way, he wasn't even, like, he slapped her a little bit. And she's like, oh, this is too much for me. I'm like, bitch, choke her to death. Choke her out. Fuck her dead body. I want to see some shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Give me the script.
Right? You are heated about this movie right now.
Well, guys,
That's it.
that's our show.
I promise. Just porn's for free. Just watch porn.
Just watch
moms.
fucking porn,
Just
guys.
watch porn.
What's your go-to search terms for porn?
Magicmovies.com.
Wait, what? Is that
Oh,
a thing?
What does that mean?
Magicmovies.com.
Is there magic involved? Did they pull rabbits out of there?
Let me show you.
Wait, he's pulling it up on his
Abracadabra.
phone.
Dick in your face.
I'll show you
What
the
are your go-tos?
I
Jen?
don't watch porn.
That's
What?
a lie.
I don't watch porn.
You're lying.
Here's my reasoning. A,
Oh.
I'm uncomfortable with sexuality and that kind of thing anyway. That's not my jam. B, I work with children and I use my computer and whatnot a lot, and I'm terrified that anything but
No, you do
something
the
will pop up
incognito
in
window.
a search engine somewhere.
It was already pulled up. Oh, I can't delete my history or else I'd be lying. I would totally be lying if I said it. That's all you click is magicmovies.com.
And what
you
is
can
that?
just go through. They're all just clips and scenes.
Why that in particular website?
Well, they got dream movies. They got you can like click on it and then search whatever name you like.
Got it.
Asa Akira.
Mhm.
That was the last one for me.
Oh.
My
Well,
last session.
Is that like an act or is that a person?
That's a person. That's an Asian girl.
I'm just really
Oh.
okay.
She's
I just
fine.
don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I type in angry,
Huh.
surprise face, and caught.
Cot, like on a cot, like camping, or cock?
No, caught.
Oh,
Like, ooh, caught. I got caught.
oh, you got caught. C-A-U-G-H-T.
It's a lot of things happening in
Got it.
public bathrooms and a lot of like angry people pounding on the stall.
Oh,
That's
I
a
like
kind
it.
of
I like a
fun
really
situation,
angry.
I
When I
guess.
was
like
talking,
glory hole.
No. I was talking to my friend about this the other night. I'm like, when I was like 13, I used to masturbate in public areas and wish that somebody would pound on the stall so I could be like, I'm in here.
Pudding in your face.
That's because that poop story. That fucked you for
Exactly.
life.
Fucked me up for life. Well, guys, before we go, we're going to read a fan comment. This is from Jazzy. It says, I love you, Shane. Oh, and Jess. I was
thanks.
wondering, hey, Jess, if you could have sex with any cartoon character, who would it be and why? And would you be the top or bottom?
A, I would never have sex with a cartoon character
Okay.
because it's impossible. But if I had to, it would probably be SpongeBob because he's so squishy.
Yeah. By the way, not impossible. I used to watch cartoon porn as a joke. By the way, you're on it. Phineas and Ferb. Fucking each other.
Ayo. And I think I'd be a top.
Okay.
I like to be in control and
You're
ride
gonna
the
fuck-
shit out of
You're
it.
gonna fuck SpongeBob?
Hard.
Reverse.
I'm gonna turn those square pants into fucking
Oh,
sass
circle.
pants.
Ooh.
You could get his nose too. He's got a
Oh.
Oh
big-
yeah, that could be the little flick bean
Yeah.
bean flicker.
I'd fuck
Exactly.
Squidward.
You would.
A lot of arms.
Oh, he's got that fat nose. You gotta be ready for that.
You
You
got
gotta
that.
be.
You got that fat nose,
Yeah.
though.
I did have one dream once, and it was a borderline nightmare of
Oh.
like a rape dream, and the person who was performing these sex acts on me had a Squidward nose. It was very weird. And I remember looking in the dream, I'd be like, he wants to rape me, but this is the weirdest penis I've ever seen.
Wow.
And then bombs flew in the room, and then I
Oh.
duck and covered behind a couch.
Okay, good to know.
What about you guys,
Anyways,
characters?
That's fucking
cartoon
dark.
characters?
That's dark
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I got weird dreams, man. It's a lot of repressive.
This is a little known one, but I'd go with brace face.
ouch.
Not that many people know. Brace face, don't want to talk about it. Boyfriends, don't even ask about it. It was Alicia Silverstone. She made a cartoon about a girl with braces who she played, but it was a cartoon where they dealt with real subjects. So she got her period for the first time, like cartoon period.
What?
Yeah, it was like a dark show.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'd fuck her in brace face.
Okay. How about you, baby?
Sailor Moon.
That's a good one.
A
I used to watch
classic,
Sailor
if you
Moon
will.
all day. Sailor Moon, Sailor Venus, Sailor Mercury,
Oh,
Sailor
any
Mars,
one of the
all them.
sailors. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Can we go with puppets?
Why not?
All right, guys. Let's talk about Twitters and YouTubes. Where can everybody find you?
My Instagram is @Kid Mitchell. My
Mhm.
Twitter is @Mitchell Musso. You can go to Musso Live on our YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
All right.
that's my
That's where
shtick.
you'd be.
Solid.
What about you?
Instagram is @Jess Buttafuoco. No, it's not. It's @Jessie Buttafuoco. Sorry.
you gotta fix
Twitter is @Jess Buttafuoco. Spelled BUTTAFUOCO.
Mm-hmm.
And someone created a fan account, the Butterfuoco, BUTTER Fuco, and I'm kind of living for it because I love butter.
I like Butterfuoco.
And I'm doing some. I got a YouTube page up still, but I still don't know how that shit works. So
All right,
bear with
but
me,
it's doing
people.
well.
I think so.
It's doing
Yeah,
great.
I'm fun.
You're doing great. Well, there you guys go. Hope you had fun hanging with us. We had fun hanging with you. Please make sure to share this podcast all over your Twitters and your Facebooks or whatever. And tell us what you thought. Leave us some nice comments. Maybe we'll
Mhm.
read them. And thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah,
This
man,
was
thanks for having me.
probably my favorite episode we've ever
You're
done.
adorable.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
This was so
Thanks, Jess.
funny
Yeah, thanks, man.
and interesting and deep.
Deep,
All right,
real.
guys. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.